How about it? Let's take a look at the problem of the day. It says expand the base 10 number, wow, 369,425 using powers of 10. So this is going to go back to good old place value moments here. So we're going to expand this base 10 number, 369,000, wow, 425, and we're going to keep powers of 10, and probably look like some scientific notation popping in and out of here as we work along. So let's take a look at what's going to happen on this problem. First of all, we got the number sitting there. It's a big number, so why don't we really make it big? Oh my goodness, 369,000, what, 425. We got it going there. And I'm just going to go back to the good old, we used to draw little things off of these little, I don't know, little funnels, little tunnels, whatever you want to call them, little chutes. And we would, hey, what kind of place value we had here. I'm going to go back to that. I'm going to go back to ones. I'm going to go back here to tens. This was what we could call hundreds. Now there's a difference between hundredths with a th and hundreds with a d. All right, and this one's hundreds because the hundredths are on the other side of the decimal, which we don't have one here, but we could if we wanted, but we're going to leave it out right now. We've got thousands next. We have, 10,000s. And I'm running out of room. And then we have, you got it, the 100,000s. I'm just going to abbreviate there. Now, by looking at that, 100,000s, remember we said 360, because that's on the 10,000s, 9,000, all right? So that's our first part. Then we have 425. And sometimes we hear that, oh, it's 369,425. Well, it really doesn't make much sense to us, does it? We want to be really able to read that off with all those nice words, the 100,000s and so forth, what we need to have. So here's where we're going to look at it. First things first, I'm going to go back to what we've got here, just using those numbers. And we're going to put powers of 10 attached to it, all right? Look like a scientific notation problem all over the place, which is what we're wanting. So let's go back and say 3 times, how about it, 100,000. There's our first one. And those you'd like to see a little bit better, we'll put a little X there. Plus 6 times 10,000 plus 9 times 1,000. My goodness, we got a lot of stuff going on here, don't we? Plus 4 times 100. Thank goodness the numbers are getting a little bit smaller down there as we work through them. And I'm really making them smaller. We're going to try to squeeze them in. I think we're good. 2 times 10. And we'll go with the 5 times 1. So all of that good stuff works nicely together. There's your value of the 3, value of the 6, the 9. There's your hundreds, which is 4 of those, 2 tens, and that's 5 times a 1 there, in case someone's wondering, what is that thing on the end? It's a 1. It's 1's place. Now, how do we write this with powers of 10? That's what I want us to look at. Remember, what is 100,000? Well, and we're going to make this like a scientific notation situation. So we're going to have 3 times 10 to the 5th power. There we go. Plus 6 times 10 to the 40, so the 4th power. There we have it. Kick along here. We're going to keep going here. This one's going to give us 9 times 10 to the 3rd power. I'm going to use the little dots here because it looks a little bit nicer with the powers. Whew, keep going. Plus 4 times 10 to the 2nd. Plus 2 times 10 to the 1st power. We would just write 10. We could write 10 to the 1st power. But how do we get a power of 10 for 1? Plus 5 times 10 to the 0. All right. So there would be your scientific notation for each of those parts. And folks, if we put it all together, we are back to 369,425. So this is an expanded notation using powers of 10 also, because it's 100,000, 10,000, 1,000. This way we have it down to scientific notation, all right? And that would be your big difference there. So get you started off here a little bit with base 10. Yesterday we did base 5. Today we're doing base 10. And, you know, that's a good thing to close out the week with because we're in the base 10 system, right? So let's rock and roll here with the show.